It's Monday morning at like 7:30. Didn't have my yoga practice this morning, so I slept in and I just went for a little walk. And today I have to really play catch up on my homework and like get organized because all my stuff is everywhere and it doesn't feel so great. So today is kind of like get my life together. So that's what I'm gonna do today, but I'm doing okay. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you the level of like exhaustion I had when I finally reached my older sister's house. I felt like I had just run like a life marathon, which, to be honest, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to make it out of my last place like in time, but I did it. But I didn't do it without really like putting a lot of stress on my nervous system. So in this video, I really tried to, like, as soon as I got here, I tried to make sure that I was giving myself enough attention and love for the first few days by making sure I was getting proper sleep, making sure I was trying to increase my diet, because I noticed that when I have a lot going on and I'm like busy, my body goes into the fight or flight mode and I can go like days without eating, which is not good at all for my body, my mind, my nervous system. And so this is really testing me about how healthy I can be outside of my controlled bubble. Because the truth is, over the last 3 years since my son passed, I have been on a mission to get myself to a space where I feel okay, and I've realized that is fully dependent on how healthy I am. So uprooting my entire life and everything that I have created inside of my little bubble to help me stay sane is a little crazy, but I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't learn all of the tools that I've learned along the way. So keeping as much routine as possible. Every morning I try to sit down and make a list of things that I need to accomplish. And more so than anything, I'm trying to go more into a phase where, yes, me being healthy is one of my number one priorities, but also spending time with my loved ones and being able to be present is something else that I haven't always been the best about, but I'm trying to learn how to. And I'm realizing a lot of that comes from being able to kind of be able to calm my inner self. So like this morning in this video, I was just feeling so on edge. I had just finished my final exam. I feel like I was just like going. I didn't even have time to really like process everything. Like, I'm so heartbroken about my bunnies, and honestly, I've been through some crap before, but selling all of my belongings was one of the most humbling experiences, because I mean, I'm essentially homeless right now, which it's by choice, but I have completely stripped myself of all external anything. Like, it's just me. And that's kind of scary, because I think it's easy to get so dependent on your loved ones around you in your house and your items, and they somewhat create this like false sense of self. And by stripping it all away, I'm stripping away all of those little false narratives, and the only thing that's left is me and how I take care of myself. So I'm trying really hard to show up myself, but also keeping a good balance. So it just so worked out that the universe is showing me its magic, and the time that I ended up coming to stay with my older sister is actually a really big part in her life. She is graduating, and it's also her 40th birthday. So it was really cool that I've said in this kind of journey of mine is that the universe showed me how crappy it can get, and now I want the universe to show me how good it can get, and to be able to be here and be able to celebrate these really big milestones in my older sister life is amazing, because my older sister has been much more than just a sister to me. and she has been an incredible role model and mother-like figure to me. So I'm really grateful that I got to be here during this time for her. And we actually just spur of the moment, I got in town and then we decided to go to the casinos. So we drove to Mobile, which this is this huge Titanic. Well, I guess it's a boat that's bigger than the Titanic, and they're stripping it down so that they can sink it here in my hometown, which is like wild. You saw that Theodore sign, my little signs from Tadster. So we went to Biloxi and we stayed in this extremely bougie hotel. Like, I still can't get over that was a freaking hotel. And it was really fun. I definitely drank way too much. Like, I don't really drink that much, and I'm feeling it from drinking so much over this. And I'm like, I'm younger than her and I can't hang. It was funny, but we just spent one night there, and we went and played some of the slots. We had lunch, and really we just spent time together. It's kind of hard, like, once you grow up and you each have kids, you don't really get to spend quality time with like your loved ones anymore. So it's really cool that her kids are grown, and obviously my child is in heaven, so we were able to like spend quality time together, which was really fun. We're so different, but we get along so well. Well, I guess we get along so well until we don't. But after we did the night at casino, we got back on the road and headed back home, and then we immediately went to the beach. And this is just true Floridians. It was raining and we still went anyways, and we ended up getting caught under like some rainstorms, and we just covered ourselves with the towels and waited for the sun to come back out. And then we went and got lunch, and that was the end of that week. It was busy. The amount of places and people I saw, I definitely am worn out. Literally been like living out here, just coming and sitting out here. I feel like I'm like defrosting from all the chaos. My body needs this.